Students, yesterday we have done ratio, how to find out the missing part of the ratio, continued ratio and all, and then how to apply the ratios to find out the value if the quantity is divided into a given ratio. All right. Now today we'll be doing next part of that. Let us take two ratios, 1:2, and the other ratio I'm taking 3 is to 6, and check whether the value of this and this are equal or not. Now see here, 1 is to 2 is 1 by 2, 3 is to 6 is 3 by 6 if I convert to fraction form, and if I reduce this I am getting 1 by 2. That means 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, both the values are same. Alright, so if two ratios which are equal in value, then they are said to be in proportion. So how do we explain proportion? Equal ratios make proportionality. Okay, or if two ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportion. Let us take one more example. If it is given 2 is to 5, and then the other is 10 is to 25, are they equal in value? Yes, they are equal in value. So these two ratios, when they are equal, they are said to be in proportion. Now for proportion we have put this equal to sign because their values are same. For proportionality we have this sign also, that means 4 dots. So we can also write it as 2 is to 5 is proportional to 10 is to 25. All right, now after this there are 4 terms here: first term, second term, third term, fourth term. All right, and if the question is given that 4 numbers are given and asked to us that whether they are in proportion or not, so how to check that? All right, so let us take one example here. I'm taking simple numbers 1, 2, 3 and then 6, and then it is asked check whether they are in proportion or not. They are in proportion or not, this we have to check. All right, so how to check that? There is one method, as I told you, we will see the ratios. Now if I see the ratio 1 is to 2 and 3 is to 6, all right, so the value of 3 is to 6 is 1 by 2. That means if I see the ratio in the fraction form and the values, they are in proportion. 1, 2, 3, 6 is in proportion. Now there is one more term, more method to find out this. Okay, now see here, we have done this is equal to 3 by 6. All right, now what we will do, we will cross multiply. We are cross multiplying. So 1 I am multiplying with 6 and 3 I am multiplying with 2. Now see here, is the value coming 6 and 6, both side value is same, 6 and 6. All right, now as I told you, if 4 terms are in proportion, that means their values are equal, then this is known as the first term, this is second term, this is third term, and this one is the fourth term. Okay, now see here, when we are multiplying this, 1 is first term, 6 is which term? Fourth term. Okay, then 3 is third term and 2 is second term. Alright, so see here, the product of first and fourth is equal to product of third and second, or we can say product of second and third. Alright, now these parts which are in the middle, that is second and third term, these are known as the means. The name for them is means, they are called means. And the first and fourth, that is first and fourth, these are at the last, that is at outside, like at the end, so these are known as the extremes. All right, so from here which formula we have got? We have got the formula that product of extremes is equal to product of means. All right, so this is known as the rule of proportionality. So this is known as the rule of proportionality. That means if we have to check whether the given terms are in proportion or not, we will be using the rules of proportionality. Okay, that means product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of means. Okay, so let us take one more example. Let us take, if the numbers are given 5, 9, 10 and 80, and we have to check whether they are in proportion or not. We have to check that. Alright, so if I am using the product of extremes, see here which are the extremes. 5 and 18 are extremes, 9 and 10 are the means here. So 5 into 18, 9 into 10, are they equal in value? 90, 90, they are equal in value. Okay, so hence yes, they